Welcome to Suladan Plays Garten of Banban 3. So to address the elephant in the room, yes, I know, I said I was going to play this as soon as it came out. Well, joke's on you! I technically did! This video's a few weeks old by the time you've seen it. And you can do nothing about it, because I'm not in the country right now and haven't been since last week. So yeah, I had to record a few, I had to record in advance, basically, so that despite me not being here and despite me talking into a void that is the future, videos can continue at their usual pace, and I had already scheduled Cats Are Liquid 2 and Portal Reloaded, and I didn't really want to interfere anymore with that than I already did by injecting Dome Keeper into the mix. The second elephant in the room, and it's not technically an elephant, but it thinks it is one. The left half of my face is numb right now because I just got back from the dentist. As of the time of the recording, not as of the time of you seeing this, because at the time of you seeing this, I'll be out of the country and the numbness will have worn off. If it didn't, we have far deeper problems to worry about. Nothing problematic, just an old filling got chipped and wanted to touch it up, and for some reason that involves being numb. But a certain fluffy potato thought it would be funny to see me try to record while half my face is numb. Doesn't mess with your speech as much as you think it does, but I do trip over my words a little bit, and my mouth feels really weird. Talking does not help, and when I inevitably bite my tongue, I'm going to be very annoyed, because half of my tongue is also numb. Which is really weird. Also, the third one, what do you mean Garten of Banban 4? This is gonna be like Bendy, isn't it, where there's 5 of you little boogers. On the bright side, the first chapter's free, and each of the other subsequent chapters have been $5, so, you know. Also, why is there now a princess kangaroo with ominous eldritch eyes peeking out from what I presume is not actually a pouch, but is going to turn out to be like its back is just going to snap backwards, and it's going to be a gluttony Full Metal Alchemist incident where just like all these eyes are inside of it, and hands are going to come out and be all grabby and weird, and I don't know. And I see the spider hanging out over in the corner again, being all weird. Being weird. He's going to end up saving the day, isn't he? And I'm going to have sat here and called him weird. But whatever the case, new game! For a parent looking for their missing child, time is a delicate matter. Click the clock to advance time. I can't read your name. Queen Leapsella. I don't know how I feel about that. Got a Stinger Flynn clock this time. That moved. That's an alert. I think some tables vanished, but I honestly don't remember what was there. Everything's dark. Now there's squiggles. Wait a second. Was that... Okay. No, that's right. I don't... Is there a mouse sensitivity setting in this game, or was this the one that I had to manually? I think this is the one I had to set manually. One moment! There we go. Nope, that did not help. Controls. That does not help. None of that helps. Why did lowering my mouse fine, we'll go to 400. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be such a pain to get back to normal. Anyway. Yeah, we came down from there. The drone is already here for some reason. We didn't lose it this time. Well, we may have lost it because my buttons is doing nothing. I can still jump. To the bird. To the bird! Is that where we came from? We didn't come from the bird. Where was the elevator at? I don't remember. Where? Oh, yeah, that's right. At the end of all the hallways. Speaking of the hallways, and I'm glad I remembered this. Last time, I complained about the hallways in that ending of Banban Chapter 2 not making, like, architectural sense. And, like, what are with all these meandering hallways? Why are they here? You need, like, you need explanations for why the building is designed the way it is. I did think of an explanation for the hallways. given the nature of the kindergarten and the fact that you have all these other rooms, I'm going to imagine that those hallways in that meeting room, all branching out and going to places, are how the experiments, exhibits, the characters get from place to place behind the scenes, much like the trapdoors and other things you would see in a stage play, so that actors can get from point A to point B without just like traversing the stage openly. So if that was the intention, bravo on that. I'll give you points for making sense there. Now, as for why I can't use that, because I'm clicking like the dickens and it's just not moving. Anyway, we're going to move on. What you got to say? I am already concerned by multiple things. Jump as much as you like, but not to conclusions. You have quite a chin, Miss Queen Bouncella. That was Leap Celia. Anyway, whatever. Finish your homework and be nice if you don't want to join us. You're going to kill me repeatedly, I just know it. Why is it so quiet down here? Information kiosk, a useless button. That ain't good.
Glad to see you've made it. I don't know how you did it, but then again, you survived a giant elevator crash, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Also, again, I apologize for hitting you over the head. In fact, it is for this reason that I believe we should not meet face to face. You see, for whatever reason, I'm prone to violent instincts.
Oh.
And I do not trust myself to not give in to them again. I have locked myself inside of a surveillance room. That way I can help without being a danger to you. We are currently on the lowest floor to remain active before everything went awry. There are many floors below us, but they've all remained closed and abandoned for quite some time now. So just make sure not to fall. As for your children, I don't know exactly where they're being kept, but I know someone who does. Head to the aquatic sector. That's where he resides.
I would jump, but I really don't want to have to listen to all that again. I'll at least... the batteries are dead. Why not? I'll at least give you points for that one. Oh, I succumbed to my violent instincts or whatever. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now. Also, I see that other cassette thing up there, so maybe we'll have another reason to not, It still bugged me about the whole, you find the cassette, like in that chapter, and then they've got this whole setup for you to view the thing, and you view it and it's a still image. But maybe their appearance in further chapters will alleviate some of that. We'll see. I do want to give it benefit of the doubt and all that. I always knew I was unlucky, but this is a new low. I leave a bustling floor for the washroom, and when I come back, everyone's gone without a trace. Would have been peaceful if not for the giant bird walking around. I doubt I can keep this quiet for much longer. My breathing is getting heavy. Why is this bird outside of its containment? I thought they were showing off only the short purple creature because we were behind schedule. This is not how I imagined I would die. Death by bed. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Dude, I'm not going that way right now. Battery. We're gonna do here. How do you know which hats I have? That is the question. Can I just make it like... I don't know what that's saying up there, and that's too bad. Yes, cowboy drone. There you go. Come to me, cowboy drone. Get over here, you lazy goobus. Get over here. Yes, you look quite fancy. Can I see your hat? That is a tiny cowboy hat. You're adorable and you're coming with me. I now have batteries. Arboreal aquatics. That's concerning. You know, honestly, this giant gaping void into the abyss is also concerning. Although I applaud the little dust particles for making it not feel empty. And that's a weird thing to describe. But when you're dealing with large spaces in games, be it the abyss, oceans, atmospheres, anything, One thing... Ooh, space is another good example. The Egosoft X games are a good example of this. Even though you are technically moving, and this is more notable in the earlier games like X Beyond the Frontier and X2, even though you're technically just free-floating in what is empty space, there's nothing rendered in a lot of it. The fact that you have all these little particles that do move gives the player the sensation of movement in that they do feel like they're moving and that they're not just completely stationary. If your character model is moving but nothing around you seems to be moving, either due to distance or the absence of anything, putting little particles like that is often an excellent and easy way to give the sensation of movement. Be it dust particles, little wind swirls like Zelda, the Wind Waker would be a good example of that. Now, the wind swirls serve the purpose of showing you what direction the wind is going, but they also help you to feel more like you're moving when you're out on the open sea and you can't see anything else. This was somewhat reduced in the remake of Wind Waker, which I still have mixed feelings about, because Wind Waker's original scale was partly to hide loading zones, so as you went from island A to B, everything from this island could de-render and this island could render. So due to the Wii's hardware being faster, they shrunk the distance of everything because you no longer needed that. Which, while I understand, does also make the world feel smaller, so I have mixed feelings. I'm more nostalgic for the original. But yeah, just the little particles are nice. Subnautica does a good job as well for the undersea variation on this of just letting you feel like you're actually moving through water and not just floating around in a watercolored void. Drone, go to the thing while I contemplate how to... Also, other complaint, have I gotten shorter? I complained about the doors last time, but my goodness! Why am I so short? Look at this. These cushion things are coming up almost to my hips. Why am I getting shorter? Or why is everything else getting bigger? Who is this room made for, I guess, is the question. Because if this room's made for Banban or whatever, where... Drone, stop messing around. Get over here. You still have to wait an unhealthy amount of time between commands to get you to do stuff, but you are adorable and have a cowboy hat, so I will forgive it this time. Go. Doesn't appear to be anything dangerous on the other side of the door. For now. This totally isn't the room from the thing. Sarcasm, it is the room from the thing.
It just hit me that you need a key card to operate the cable car. Shouldn't be too hard to find one. Literally everyone had a copy. It's how you'd get from station to station.
Why are there two spiders now? He was so lonely they decided to make a girl spider. And thus the world was overrun by tiny spiders. Nab. Did you have that name last time and you're just banned backwards? How dare you? Ribbit. Stinger Flynn. You see, I don't remember Banban having a tail. I mean, it would fit given that you're going with the whole kind of, big red horned devil vibe, but with party hats. But I don't remember him having a tail unless Small Child is just being imaginative. Why are there crayons everywhere? You ain't giving me no reason to pick them up. I ain't touching them. I'll ignore the crayon. You gonna make me put all the crayons in here to get a key card. How dare you? How dare... Bird. Well, that's a dangerous direction. That's a whole other thing. That's a happy Josh. Still, it would be nice if it told you how many of something you had instead of just saying times one. Times one. How about times 1, times 2, times 3, times 4? Why is that colored in differently than anything else in this room? I don't know how many crayons I'm looking for. Well, if he's so lonely, he needs to stop trying to eat my face. Then maybe I'll be nice. Look, crayon. Why one at a time? My dear, why are they all yellow now? I stand corrected, they're not all yellow now. I don't know what order I picked them up in, though, so whether that's accurate coloring or not, I'll never know. And I'm too lazy to check the footage afterwards to find out. Oh my god, what the? Or there's just one on the table. Dear Mommy, the nice jellyfish is very strong. He carried everyone to here. But Miss Mason hates him and I don't know why. Who's Miss Mason? Just introducing names out of nowhere. Where is the other crayon? I'm going... Who's Claire? Actually, I do remember there being a Claire. I think. And I'm not just jumping from table to table to be weird. I'm hunting for crayons. Which does sound weird. Great, I got a key card, but I ain't got nothing for the... Unless the key card appeared when I put the crayons in, which would annoy me gravely because you have a slot in the wall right there and didn't do any kind of sound effect and would have no explanation for it managing to get up onto the wall. We're just going to pretend that I got the thing out of the thing, and can I still wave at the camera? No, I cannot. So much for that being a thing. A cleaner has been dispatched, please. What? Who? Where? What? What in the name of all that is holy are you? Should I be concerned by that? I don't know. Cleaner checks are required before end of ships. Oddities are to be dropped into the marked hole. Oh, no oddities detected. Dispensing keycard. This one says floor -3. Where is floor -3? I guess I'm 3 floors down. Hey, Grandushkavai! Don't you do that, you lonely goober! I don't trust it. I don't trust none of it. Button. 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 Anybody want to explain what the point of the button do? Alright, fine, we're going elsewhere. Was there any other doors I could open? I can't, that door doesn't open. Or to my knowledge, there's not a... I mean, there's something back there, but... Huh. Lonely my tails. Just wants to eat my face. If you quit eating people's faces, you'd quit being lonely. Presumably. I assume that would make one less lonely. Ugh. Oh! Yeah, that's not well thought out. So that button returns it to here. Those buttons are not very well... I'd recommend putting them on the floor so the player would see them quicker. We're going this way. Into the void! I dislike the way those shadows move. Not from an artistic stance, but just in a that makes me nervous. Oh, and I can't change direction. I see somebody out there that I don't want to see. Oh, look, I found the aquatic sector by accident. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I went that way. So, the medical sector, whatever these other sectors are. Yellow glass is breakable. The toy cannot be directly pointed at it. Yeah, we know. Again, I complain slightly about these X's on the walls because they, while helpful to the player, don't make sense. There's no way somebody would have come in here and had X's pointed like this. I know why you have them there, and it's to show the player what they need to do, but it does not either trust the player to figure out the puzzle or find some other way to organically have the discovery of, ooh, I should do the thing. Why is that glass not broke? Go break the other window then. Because for some reason the other one ain't brokeable. I ain't questioning. I don't care. Why am I in here? Hey, no. Ooh, keycard. Floor negative... Again, how many floor negative 3 cards are there? You get... Excuse me, up there, and we're gonna go stare at an empty dry erase board. Why am I so short? This is a kindergarten, for goodness sake. Do I get younger with every floor that I go down? Is that how this works? Is that how you get your students? I'm unnerved by that giant megaphone. Nabnalina. There's a right somebody for everybody, you just need to look. Oh my goodness, I am shrinking. I knew it. Giant doors. Who is texting me? Shush. Well, it's gonna be a bit. Random work text. Well, that's not my problem. I'm busy. Who is this? I have no audio discs to play. I have no sense either, but that's never stopped me before. Oh my goodness. Alias, the jellyfish. Case 13, as has happened at the beginning with the most oh no, another QR code. Most prior cases has finally started showing signs of body and brain activity, which means actual testing will be possible soon. Dormancy for 2 to 3 weeks has been observed in all prior cases when Guyvanium and the genomes are first mixed and placed into a body. Case 13 is an abnormality in this aspect. Case 13's body has only been in the expected dormant state for a single day, and neuroactivity has already been observed. This is new. A proposed theory is the phenomenon from being the direct result of the modifications applied to the Guyvanium solution being used after the testing with Case 12G, which would allow for maximum learning speed. Case is not ready for presentation. One moment, I guess I should deal with this. What are you trying... My what code? One moment. Okay, sorry about that. Between the weird enigmatic work text and the QR code, which gives us this glorious image, which should be on screen right now, and if not, oops, I forgot. Yeah, that's a thing. In any case, how do I... Nope. Hang on. Fix the mouse sensitivity again. There we go. I don't see that red thing up there. What were we doing? Oh no, to the frog. No, to the spooters. Why are you still texting me? Shush. Shush. You know what? I'm putting that face down elsewhere. I no longer my problem. 2 is a jellyfish. Thank you for not having doors leading to death, other, and frog. Sadly, the doors are too big, so I can't actually... Why am I getting smaller? Last time I was too tall to properly look through the doors. Now I'm too short. Lots of ooh, stairs. Whee! Broken legs. Whee! Okay. I guess we jump. Oh, good gracious, aren't you big? Should I be worried by you? I'm just gonna walk around on the old tendrils. Why are you big? What's underneath you? Is the model broken, or are those just meant to be weird? Why am I under here? Why am I this stupid? Why am I stuck? Okay, we're not stuck anymore. That's enough of that. We're just gonna go this way and pretend all is right with the world, even though that's gonna open, isn't it? Communication kiosk. Sure you are. You just keep telling yourself that you're a communication kiosk. Why is there a button in here? No, I'm stuck! I no longer can move! Why? Why are you? That is...
You've had a rough day, I can tell. You diligently wait for the moment you leave this wretched place with your child in hand. I can also tell. Not to undermine your efforts, but I fear that moment may never come.
I have issues.
I cannot let it happen. And I will gladly show you why, but after I do, you take my advice. Leave this place while you still can. Erase it from your memory. Move on and forget any of this ever happened. And I promise you, tomorrow will be a better day.
And I've been stung to death. One, the source of the audio was not centered to Stinger Flynn. I had to look off-center to get the audio to equalize between the left and right, and that wasn't a headphone anomaly. I could see it in the audio graph. Two, and this is just more of a ha-ha funny, that's Banban's voice, but pitched downward. And spoken slightly different, but it's the same voice. Three, why is there a button in a weird little kiosk to keep me trapped? Four, what in the name of all that is holy is that? And why is it looking at me? I'm going this way. See ya. I ain't having none of it. None of it. None of it. Well, I guess I am having... You're just as big as you were a minute ago. None of it. I'm only going this way because I ain't got no choice. Maybe over here. Very nice water effect, though. I like that. I mean, it's kind of unrealistically sitting in heaps that aren't moving. And, you know, there's that. I can't pause. Nevertheless, I think this is a good stopping point. I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.